What's going on, guys? Frank back here on the Diamond Dynasty. Just want to give you guys a little snapshot of my team. I'm going to get a gameplay out probably tomorrow on Diamond Dynasty. Filmed a couple yesterday. I told you this if you watched my Diamondbacks video. For some reason, I was getting weird like freezes. Not necessarily freezes, but like, say there's a ground ball to first base. I'd pick it up, go touch the base, and then the camera would just stay on my first baseman. And he'd kind of like walk around and stuff, but I could not do anything. I don't know why. Happened twice, so I stopped trying to record that. Figured I'd give it a day or two. But I played a couple games today, and it should be better. I got through 2 whole games. But here's my team. We have Jordan Zimmerman, 87 overall. I might sell him just because I do really well with these silver pitchers, but we'll see. Clay Buchholz, he's not bad. Ventura's pretty good. Liriano is one of the best silver cards as far as pitchers go, and this Aaron Nola. I opened a ton of packs. As you can see, I have tons of players. Packs are awful this year. I do not recommend opening packs. But bullpen, we got Carter Caps. We have the glitch, Pat Neshek, who actually blew a save for me in my last game. I was pretty disappointed in that. I thought I had it in the bag bringing him in. But I pulled him. I think he goes for like 3,000 or 4,000 stubs, which is fantastic for an 82. Tyler Clippard, we have Tony Sipp and Antonio Bastardo. And I just got this Koji Uhara for collecting 25 Orioles players. So that's pretty cool. Might plug him in. I think I'm going to plug him in for Jared Hughes. So we'll do that. Going through, closers, Fernando Rodney. Catchers, Matt Wieters and Travis d'Arnaud. It says I can't sell the Wieters because I did include him with those Orioles. So once you do those sets, you get some XP and stuff, but you can't sell those players. First base, we have Kendrys Morales, Justin Bohr. Lucas Duda, I have him starting right now because he's an 87 with that boosted inside edge type deal. Second base, we have Brian Dozier, 85 overall. Third base, 85, Chris Bryant. Shortstop, 91, Carlos Correa and Xander Bogaerts. Correa is such a beast. I have Bogaerts because I do think he's going to go up to a gold, and that is the point of this video. I'm going to explain some investments that you can do in Diamond Dynasty with your stubs. We'll get to that in a sec. I have Ender Inciarte. I don't start him. I actually start Miguel Sano in left. Center field, we have Dexter Fowler and Odubel Herrera. And right field, we have Jason Hayward. I start this Cole Calhoun in center, and I start Miguel Sano in left. So we have a decent team. We're an 82 overall right now. But this video is about investments. Now I'm going to try to keep it pretty short. And it's very simple to invest your stubs and to be able to, build up your stubs, get some good players, and have a good team. But I'm going to show you how to do it. And this is the first flashback pull holes I've seen on the block. 499,999 stubs. That card looks awesome. Take a look at the stats. It's taking forever to load. 97 contact, 95 power, 94 power lefties. Jeez, man. Such a good card. If I had the stubs, I would buy that. Okay, so here's the deal. When it comes to investing your stubs, if you look up in the top right, I have 34,000. I started with 150,000 a couple days ago. Spent $100, bought 150,000 stubs. So hold me over for a little while. I did a big pack opening. I've opened tons of packs so far. I've pulled absolute garbage. I've pulled 0 diamonds. I think I've pulled 4 or 5 golds. Nothing that sold for more than probably 10k stubs. I think I sold a Yu Darvish for 10,200 stubs. I had the Chris Sale that I got for logging in that I sold for 35k. But those are my 2 most valuable cards so far, which isn't good when you're spending, I've probably spent 100,000 stubs on packs so far. But I like to invest my stubs. And what I mean by that, it's basically you buy players that you think are going to go up. And so look here, we have the lowest diamond is Giancarlo Stanton at 93 overall. The cheapest diamond fielding player, like hitter, is looking to be Arenado at 44k. And this is just base diamonds. Or there we go, Altuve, 40k. The cheapest diamond position player is 40k. Now if you look down here, you have some gold position players. Anthony Rizzo's 22k. Carlos Correa is 27K. Justin Upton, 11K. D. Gordon, 24K. You get my point. So if you only need a 93 overall, and a lot of people don't know this, last year what they did for Diamond Dynasty is Aroldis Chapman right now is 92 overall now. He's suspended for the first 30 games, but say he went out in the first 2 weeks and got 10 saves, struck out 50 batters, blah, blah, blah. His rating goes up. So it's not like Madden where they put out new cards. They actually raise these ratings. So if Chapman has a really good first half of the year, he could go up to 95, 96, and he could become a diamond. So when he becomes a diamond, his price is going to go up about 10K to where Kimber was right now at 22. Now that's just an example. Chapman might go up. It's going to take a while. So unless you have a ton of stubs, I wouldn't really mess with that. This is a card that I would pick up. If you have a lot of stubs, 15K for the Sonny Gray. He's going to be a really good pitcher. He's rated 92. And, he could easily get to a diamond where you could sell him. Look, 33K here, 28K here. You can make, you have potential to make about 15,000 stubs on him. Going through a little more, Anthony Rizzo's very close to becoming a diamond. This is one that I picked up myself. You saw him on my roster. Carlos Correa right now going for about 28,000 stubs. I was going to get him when he was about 22, but it was right when the game came out. So I thought he would drop a little. I was not right. He went up, but that's a really good card to invest. There's not a doubt in my mind that he will be a diamond. They upgrade these cards every week. So, if he starts out hot, he could be a diamond in a few weeks. And for a diamond shortstop, that price is going to go from about 30K to probably 50 or 60. And since it's Correa and everybody loves Correa, it could be even higher than that. But looking down here, D. Gordon, if he goes diamond, that card's going to jump. Some other gold cards, and it's tough from like the 87, or right when they turn gold at 85. The 85 to like 89 is a tough area. I don't buy a lot of those cards thinking they're going to turn diamond, because they do have a lot of room to grow. And, MLB's a long season. So say Jose Bautista comes out in the first week and hits 3 home runs, they might bump him to a 90 or a 91, but they're not going to send him straight up to a 93, 94 so he becomes a diamond. It just doesn't happen that way. And I can't believe Mark Melancon is only 3,500 stubs. His cutter is really good. I'm going to buy that. But, if you guys get that, then you can make a lot of stubs. Like Cespedes, probably going to have a really good year, but he's an 88. And that inside edge thing, it raises their overall temporarily. So even though he's a 90 temporarily, he's not going to be a 90 forever. He might not be a 90 tomorrow. They could have him going against a string of bad pitchers, and that inside edge might drop him down to like an 84. So you really don't want to grab these mid-80s guys thinking that they're going to go to diamonds. Unless you want to invest them for the long haul. Like I said, if you have a ton of stubs, you can, but I wouldn't recommend it. Like, here's a good guy, AJ Pollock. The Diamondbacks are going to be really good this year, I think. This card right now for 8,800 stubs is a really good buy. I might pick one up myself. He has the potential nearing the end of the season to turn to a diamond, but he's going to have a really good year, which he did last year. I mean, we'll take a look at his stats from last year. If it lets us. No, it doesn't. All right, it lets us in franchise mode. I guess it doesn't right here. Not a big deal. But, that's something like I'm talking about. But you can get some really good players for cheap. Like, you can get a Strasburg for 9K. Adrian Gonzalez. Look at those power numbers. 80 power righty, 84 contact righty, in the 60s against lefties. That's not bad. 88 fielder is a decent fielder. 94 clutch, 95 durability. That's a really nice card. 74 plate vision. That's a really nice card for under 6K. So some other investments that I'm talking about would be where we at? Down around here. So like this, 84 Ben Zobrist for 2150. He's one away from a gold. If he goes up to a gold, he's going to jump to 5, 6, 7K. Look at these guys here. JD Martinez for 7K. you're going to make 2,000 or 3,000 stubs. Colin McHugh Astros are going to be really good. Sports Illustrated has them picked to be in the World Series. That's a good one to grab. Kevin Kiermaier, 2,300 stubs. And worst comes to worst, they don't go up. And you have a good card for not that many stubs. It's not like you're investing a ton here. A guy everyone likes, Xander Bogaerts. I grabbed one of these for 4,200 yesterday. It's 44 right now. He's going to be a gold. And, if he has a really good season, he has an outside chance of becoming a diamond, which would make that card very, very valuable. Another one, Todd Frazier, almost definitely going to be a gold. Corey Seager, almost definitely going to be a gold. Now, that's one of the most expensive silvers. Corey Seager might actually be the most expensive silver, if I'm not mistaken. But 5,500 for that, if he becomes a gold and everybody likes him, that's going to be a 10K card, So you could easily invest 5K, you get a really good shortstop, and, you could have him for the rest of the year, and when he turns gold, you could sell him and make some profit. Some other examples of some lower guys to pick up, Roberto Osuna. A lot of good pitches, very decent pitcher here. 4 good pitches, including a 2-seam and a slurve. 1,600 stubs, good velocity. Lance McCullers, an Astros pitcher. Astros pitchers do really, really well. Some other guys. I had a small list made up of guys to point out, but I didn't want to spend the time looking for it. I don't want to get this video out. Joe Panic, 83 overall. He was very good last year for the Giants. He has the potential to go up. The Giants have a good team. Go back here. I know there's a few more I wanted to point out. But you guys get the point. Cole Calhoun for 700 stubs is a no-brainer. If he goes up to a gold, you're going to make 3,000 or 4,000 stubs. So that's what I mean by investing. I know I've talked a little bit about it. There's a couple good videos out there about investments that you can watch. Miguel Sano, another one. He's a very expensive silver, 3,200 stubs. But if he turns gold, you're going to at least double up. And he has the potential to go nuts. And, the sky's the limit for some of these guys. One story I told in another video, Bryce Harper at the beginning of the year last year when this game came out, he was an 83 overall. He was a silver. He was selling for he was an expensive silver. He's kind of like Sano. He was like 2,000-3,000 stubs. I bought 3 or 4 of them. By the end of the year, he was like a 95 or a 96. Might even been a 97. I stopped playing Diamond Dynasty near the end of the year to concentrate on my franchises. But I remember I sold out when he went to a 94, and I made well over 100,000 subs on those investments. So it just takes, those guys going nuts for a little bit to make you a ton of stubs. Other things about playing the market, there's better videos out there about playing the market. I don't do it too much just because I have a lot of different series going on that I'm trying to focus on. But, every now and then you could put a buy order in, and hopefully somebody gets lucky and sells you something. Let me find a decent example. This video is a little longer than I wanted it to be, so I'm going to end it in a second. But I'm going to try to find a difference. Like this Jake Arrieta, they're selling for like 41,000. If you posted one right now for 38, it would be gone. But there's a sell order for 33. So say you had this and you really needed those stubs quick, you could pick to sell it for 33K. That's one of the nice things about this market. But it also gives you the ability to throw up a sell now order for 35K. So say somebody needed 35K, they accept that, you pay 35K for that card, you either get a really good 95 overall starting pitcher for 35K, or you turn around, sell it for 40, and you make 4,000 stubs. So the way packs are, I'm trying to stay away from packs. Obviously I'm going to open some for the channel, but the packs aren't good today. Looking at that 1998 A-Rod, the best card in the game as far as this list is concerned. Go check that out in my video, the first Battle Royale draft. Gameplay hopefully coming later tonight. But that was one of the cards that I got to select first round. The draft was a pretty cool concept. Haven't played the game yet, but I'm looking forward to it. But that's going to do for this video, guys. As always, drop any questions that you have in the comment section. I've been doing a really good job keeping up on comments, answering questions, interacting with you guys. I really enjoy it. This is a really fun game. And I'm happy that you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. So